All right, I am back. Going to be doing a tier ranking of all the free comic book day comics that I got 2 weeks ago. So it took me about 2 weeks to read all of them. I got 11 comics, and yeah, so I'll be just tier ranking all of them, giving my thoughts on some of them, and hopefully this isn't longer than 10 minutes. This isn't in order of what I read. I just kind of randomly placed it. But okay, let's start off with Asterix. The Asterix, I'll give it a B. I've never been too much into Asterix. I've read some of it when I was little. We do have some Asterix in the house, and it's fun. It's slapstick comedy. It's pretty good. When it comes to old European comics, I'm more of a Tintin type of guy, but it was fun. There were just little excerpts from different Asterix comics over the years, and I think they're republishing them. I don't know who the publisher is, but I think they're republishing them, so it's fun. It's fun humor, nothing too crazy, but if you enjoy Asterix, you'll probably like this. I do really like the cover. The cover is probably my favorite part about the entire comic, to be honest. Okay, the Star Wars one. I'm giving this one maybe an S. Um, yeah, the first half of the comic I couldn't really care for, but the Darth Vader portion of the comic, wow. Like I've always wanted to get into the Darth Vader comics, and this just makes me want to get into it more. Like, yeah, it's a great Darth Vader segment, and again, I like this just wants me to read Darth Vader comics, so it did its job. It did its job for sure. This Hellboy one, I'm giving like a D. I don't know. I've never really gotten into Hellboy. The story was okay, but what's making me give it a D is that the Stranger Things story was just so like I don't even know what that was. It wasn't even fun or interesting. It was just like them saying weird stuff that happened to them in the past. Yeah, I don't know. Giving that one a D. This Atlas comic. This is in like the top three in my opinion. I had so much fun reading this comic. It's pretty much kind of similar to Asterix, where they're reprinting a bunch of old material. Atlas obviously is pre Marvel, same company, but just before they did their big rebrand and everything. And wow, pretty much every story. There was short stories, and pretty much all of them I loved. They're a lot of them are very dark and just very kind of hopeless, and they don't not like not all of them have happy endings. The one that did at the very end was a very happy ending, but still like wow, I'm very impressed. And this again, this just like the Darth Vader one, it really makes me want to go back and read those old Atlas comics because I'm just genuinely impressed by the storytelling and the art. Oh my gosh, the art, especially for the army one, just absolutely beautiful. I really love this, and I will definitely be rereading this one again and again. And hopefully, maybe if I see like old Atlas reprints, I'll pick them up because really, I really enjoyed this one. Blood Hunt, probably giving a C, maybe even a D. I don't know. I'm not interested in the new Marvel event. I have no plans on getting it. Apparently, like Dracula or Blade is involved. I don't know. It doesn't interest me in the slightest. Conan, another solid. I'll give this one an A. I have a soft spot for Conan, especially with Free Comic Book Day Conan, because the previous last year's Free Comic Book Day Conan was kind of is what it's pretty much what got me into Conan. And it was a great issue, and this is also a pretty great issue. It's setting up an event, which, uh, again, kind of like with Marvel, I'm not too keen on events, just because I'm not about to spend like $20 for 1 month in a bunch of event comics, and I don't know if this will tie into the Conan um comics. I'm not too sure. I'm not too caught up on Conan actually. I'm up to issue 8, so I'm 2 issues behind. So, but I mean, it was a great kind of prelude issue. I'm excited for what's to come, but and it said it'll continue in Savage Sword and the new event, which is cool if that's kind of a side thing. I just hope it doesn't interfere too much with the main story, mainline Conan, because that's what I'm buying monthly. And again, I just don't want to spend another $4 or $5 on another event comic to tie in with Conan. But I'm excited, and if I hear really really good things about it, maybe I'll get it. Who knows? Conan's great. Jim Zub and the team at Titan, great stuff. This Marvel Ultimates one, I'll give a B2. I didn't really care for much of anything except for that opening Spider-Man story. That was great with Norman and the art. The art is just like perfect Spider-Man art. I love it. I know that Spider-Man has been pretty much going through a very rough time with I forget who the writer is, but I know JR is on art. and Zeb Wells. Oh yeah, Zeb Wells. So I don't know if this is like part of his continuity or whatever, but I don't know. That opening section really interesting. It kind of intrigued me. I'm not planning on picking it up, but it was a very fun Spider-Man section. The other parts I don't really care for. Same with Transformers. Not really a Transformers guy. I've always been a TMNT guy. Not really into Transformers. I've seen a couple of the movies, but I don't know. There was like some Megatron thing, and doesn't really interest me. I've heard very good things about the Transformers comics, but I have no real plans on getting it anytime soon. So, but I'm sure if you guys like Transformers, you'd like this one, but not really my cup of tea. Barbaric. This is getting an S tier. Honestly, very very fun time. It's a similar character to Conan. It's big barbarian guy, but yeah, I really like the gimmick of him talking to his axe, and yeah, it's a really fun comic. And also, this is one of the I think this is the only comic where like it was one story from start to finish. Like it was Conan was one story from start to finish, but like it was a pretty short story, and yeah, it was a good story. Don't get me wrong, it was just kind of short, but this barbaric one, it was a long, very good, very fun, and getting to know the character. It was like an issue number one. This might have just been a free issue number one. I really enjoyed it. Um, I don't plan on picking up the series because I'm literally already picking up a monthly Barbarian series, but it was a great issue, and I hope that team finds success because it was really fun and I really enjoyed it. Um, Absolute Power again. Don't really care for events, so I'm just gonna put that in there. What I did like was I think it was like at the last part of the book where like Superman is like finding these guys, and he's like, he's Superman. These guys are just a bunch of guys with guns, and he's like, I got this. And then he gets shot and he falls, and like that's like just forget the entire book. Just have that like 2 pages of story because that's all you need. Like that was really cool. I like that. But the rest of the book I didn't really care for. But again, that last Superman segment where he gets shot, that was really fun. Um, TMNT, the new series is well, the soft reboot is coming out, and I'm considering getting it. I would like to read the IDW run, like starting for number one, because I've heard really good things about it. But I'm considering getting this monthly when they reboot it. And again, it was a really fun two stories. The Night Watcher character, it was a great introduction to his character, and the second story of Splinter kind of goofing off while he's telling the TMNT crew to you know don't be so lazy and whatever. It was a fun story, and I enjoyed it. This classic TMNT. And Hellboy. Oh, okay. Well, Hellboy's ready. There. Let's. Okay, let's do that. Anyways, overall, I would say I liked this free comic book day better than last year. I feel like there was, a like a better variety, and I just enjoyed the stories more than last year. Um, to sum it up, the Darth Vader one, I'm like seriously considering picking up Darth Vader at least starting from 2015 because I think that's when that started. Atlas, probably the biggest surprise of them all. I was not expecting to enjoy this Atlas comic as much as I did because like just every story was like just really good. The art was really good. Just everything about it. I'm shocked honestly. I think most of them are like three of them are written by Stan Lee. Just I mean that's why he's the goat, right? The Barbarian one really fun. Very very much enjoyed it. Conan, great story. I'm intrigued about the event that's happening. Same with Nightcrawler, intrigued. Asterix, I mean, it's a fun time. If you like Asterix, you're gonna get a kick out of this comic. And again, that one Spider-Man little segment really fun. And these are just I don't know a bunch of events and everything. I couldn't care less for. And the Hellboy one, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too mean about Hellboy because I really haven't given Hellboy a chance. It wasn't a bad comic or anything, but that Stranger Things comic at the back end was just so random and just like pointless that it just like I, I was so confused reading it. Overall, very successful free comic book day. Again, even if I didn't enjoy all of these, I didn't really pay a cent for them anyway, so it's not like I'm losing much. Still really good, some really good picks, and I'm excited for next year. Hopefully, I can get back on a proper schedule, reviewing Conan and Spawn and Gunslinger and all that. So yeah,